You're all love. My name is Rich. On Instagram, Wave Sinatra. Um, I have another podcast, or rather, I have a podcast called This Might Be a Sports Podcast. But this is a little series that I'm gonna run and also put it on the same YouTube page. So all the links in all of my bios will take you to the YouTube page where you'll be able to see these little blogs that I'm calling Just a Dope Blog. I may change it to something else, but this is, of course, in relation to George Floyd, rest in peace, and just everything that transpired from that, and just the impact that he's having on the world, and Stephen Jackson as well, that they're all having on the world in regards to all of us now trying to make this very necessary drastic change in regards to Black Lives Mattering a lot more, and period, it being equal to every other race in the world, in all walks of life, because that's not something that has been prevalent in society, in regards of how we've been treated, and stereotyped and all those other bad negative things, and killed as unarmed men in regards to interactions with police officers, etc. I put out a video or some videos yesterday on my Instagram story, in reference to the whole situation, in regards to Tuesday when it was Blackout Tuesday, and then that being the most simplistic way that I think Black people have requested now to have that outward support in regards to every other race, in regards to Black Lives Mattering, and police brutality and all those other things. And I just made some remarks in regards to some of my close friends, and even just associates that I didn't necessarily see that outward support from, and even got some feedback from some people that just weren't sure how to show their support, and with no question did support Black people, me and other people in their lives. They may have mixed children, who that can be complicated or not for some people, but of course just trying to figure out the best ways that they can show their support, even trying their best to raise their kids and have their kids come in contact with the right energy and the right people, especially in the case of mixed children where one main parent may be Caucasian or another nationality, and they're not quite sure how to give their kids the kind of information and teachings, and just experiences, mainly probably I would say more experience than anything, because history is out there, and the accurate information is out there to be taught to anyone and learned by anyone. So more so of those life experiences from being whether it be a Black male or a Black female in America. So I wanted to kind of do this a little bit to maybe bridge that gap. I've always made a joke that I'm a unicorn human being in regards to being able to connect and click with any nationality, whether it be Hispanic, Caucasian, African American, all just all different races. My mom always taught me to never see color, and for sure I'd never have. And I try my best to stay open-minded to most things in life, how people raise their kids, because everybody has their own techniques and things that they like to do, whether some people may perceive some of those things to be right or wrong. It's up to each individual to do what's best for them in any walk of life, but I just wanted to kind of start this to just give some insight on some things. Hopefully some people will reach out to me, whether it be on my Instagram pages or in the comments on YouTube pages, in regards to questions that you might have, things that I might be able to answer, whether it be something I put on one of the episodes, or if I just honestly just personally respond to you, because I don't mind doing that as well and keeping it personal. But I would like to share experiences that I hear from people, not in regards to names and stuff like that, but I'd like to say, when I do tell stories and give examples, to say, somebody did reach out to me, so people can understand that there are other people that go through the same things that they go through, and deal with the same things that they deal with, And you know, maybe we can, you know, build like a web of different people in regards to like our own little community, branching off from maybe Instagram or Facebook, or even it's just like a YouTube family where we kind of go back and forth sharing information, because the ultimate goal is to move forward and continue to be better, and show each other that we want to get along, and you know, for people to listen to us black people and really sympathize and empathize with us and understand where we come from, and what we've gone through, and we just want to be treated as equals, you know. So I want to try my best to communicate some of those things to everybody through this avenue, and please feel free to share these things, because I do genuinely have a passionate, you know, critique about, you know, how I want to give out this information, and share it with everybody, and try to, you know, like I said, try to build that community so that we all can keep growing, because, you know, Blackout Tuesday wasn't something that was supposed to be one time in regards to everybody showing their support. It should be an outward thing. A gentleman held the door for me yesterday, coming out of the gas station, a white fellow, and I thought that was a very nice gesture. I definitely made sure I said thank you, just because of all the stuff that's going on. That small gesture let me know that that was somebody that likely supported, you know, us and our cause. And, you know, we can't always necessarily drill everybody on what they're doing to support. So it's best that, you know, we take everything, you know, it to heart, like, and not for granted in regards to people doing small favors for us or doing things like holding doors open for us, you know, and saying thank you to them. And, you know, speaking to people, I live in a neighborhood where there are, you know, a lot of other like nationalities and Caucasian people, specifically as well, that, you know, when you're riding down the street and stuff like that, they're walking their dogs and they wave at you and stuff, and I always try to wave or nod my head or whatever the case may be, you know, just to be polite, because I think that's important for us to be outwardly polite to each other and everyone. So I don't know. I didn't really have a whole lot of topics to touch bases on with this one. Hopefully, my lady will help me with the next one. She's going to spit out some questions for me and stuff like that. Hopefully, some questions that you guys give, so that I can kind of just go through and answer them, and you know, give my best opinion on those things, because I do genuinely feel like I have a really good connection with all races, all nationalities, you know, to where I can translate things respectfully, in a very common sense, logical way. So hopefully people can understand it. You know, I don't want to make this one long, because I didn't really have a topic. So this is kind of like a practice one a little bit, and just to kind of get that energy out there, and let everybody know what I wanted to do. So I'll probably make, like, you know, a couple of Instagram videos, you know, tag them on Facebook and stuff like that. But like I said, YouTube, this is where you'll see this whole thing. Thank you everybody in advance for, you know, reaching out, and everybody that has reached out, honestly, because there's been quite a few of my friends that have reached out. I love all of you. I appreciate y'all, and you know, this is something I'm really taking serious. So please feel free to reach out to me any way you feel comfortable, so that, you know, we can keep growing together, and keep being a society as one. You know, Americans, just we all being Americans, and let's make America, you know, great in the first place. I think that's probably what we should say. Let's make it great in the first place. Let's all be one. I don't know. We got to come up with some slogans. So I don't know. I'm just excited about this. This makes me feel good. So anyways, y'all know, this means love, right?